My name is Richard Lau, and I am a lecturer at the Petroleum Institute in Abu Dhabi. I teach the overview of the petroleum industry. Today, I want to talk to you about becoming a geoscientist. These are the petroleum professionals who help oil companies like the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, ADNOC, identify the likely locations of hydrocarbon deposits. As a geoscientist, you study the planet Earth and its many components. You learn about the Earth's composition, examining what it is made out of, the Earth's structure, looking at its layers and then dividing them into their chemical and physical properties, the Earth's formation, studying its geological features over time like oceans, mountains, rivers, and deserts, and finally, the Earth's physical phenomena, investigating the physical properties of matter and energy of natural things that you can see, taste, smell, hear, and feel. In other words, you'll study everything that is in, on, and surrounds the Earth. Because the Earth is so big and varied, and because there are so many things to study, geosciences has been divided into many specialized sciences like geology, geophysics, geochemistry, rock physics, to name a few. In the oil industry, the job of a geoscientist is to explore for and identify potential hydrocarbon reservoirs where commercial quantities of oil and gas can be extracted. Currently, ADNOC needs many geoscientists. The names of these petroleum professionals include operations geologists, reservoir geologists, seismic interpreters, geophysicists, geomodelers, and petrophysicists. They, as well as many other petroleum professionals, specialize in the study of the location and characteristics of the petroleum deposits buried deep in the earth. To efficiently explore for oil, geoscientists use many tools and methods. They study the geology of the zone, then identify potential oil reserves using geophysical techniques like geological surveys. Next, to acquire or get data, they use gravity meters and magnetic meters to identify types of rock in the formations deep below the surface. A gravity meter, for example, detects the changes in the mass of the Earth below the surface. Hard rock has a larger mass than soft rock. These measurements allow geologists to construct basin and structural maps. The magnetic meter measures the different amounts of magnetism present in the rock types and is used to identify different types of rocks and structures. For instance, rocks containing large amounts of magnetic iron deposits show differently than rocks with low concentrations. These differences in magnetism can be illustrated on magnetic maps. After analyzing their findings, geologists select good locations for further analysis, which will include a seismic survey. A seismic survey measures the reflection and refraction of sound waves bouncing off the various rock structures and types. As one of the most powerful tools available to geoscientists, seismic surveys are used to identify structures, fluid types, and the movement of fluid over time. Seismic surveys can be done in the ocean and on the land. The data that is obtained or acquired from these diverse tools and sources, along with the sound information from seismic, are compiled and sent to the geoscientists like geophysicists, seismic interpreters, and geomodelers who use large computers to build geological models of the Earth that are deep underground. They use many resources to construct these geological models. With the many advances in technology, most of these models are currently built in the computer lab and utilize the latest advances in computer simulations. These simulations are updated and improved as more data is made available, as more data is acquired and processed. Once geoscientists receive feedback from the computers, they study the data. By analyzing and interpreting the results, they are finally ready to recommend the next location of where to drill the Wildcat well. At the PI, you can learn to be a geoscientist and work in one of the biggest oil and gas reservoirs in the world. The area around Abu Dhabi abounds with sedimentary formations that still need to be explored and produced. There is information to be gathered on large scale and on small scale. Many projects at ADNOC cannot proceed because there are just not enough geoscientists to make the preparations and recommendations. So if you are looking for a career full of adventure and opportunity, consider becoming a geoscientist. Remember, geoscientists are the key finders of crude oil. Good luck.